Okay, this circuit here is a stable, or otherwise known as a free running pulse generator, using a 555 timer. Get this to focus better. There we go. Using a 555 timer, a 4.7K, a 10K resistors, and a 1000 or a 1K for the LED. This is set up for 6 volts. Also has a 10 microfarad capacitor. I'll show you what the book says here. If you want to pause it so you can read it, I'll slowly go down. And the next page. Okay, and this is what it does. Flip on the power, and it blinks. From what the book explains is that R1 and R2 is, let's see, the width of the pulses is controlled by R2, which is this one right here, 10K. Let's see, what does it say about R1? The pulse rate is determined primarily by C1, which is your capacitor right there, and the resistors through which C1, let's see, I'll read that over again. The pulse rate is determined primarily by C1 and the resistors through which C1 charges, R1 and R2. That's R1, that's R2. R3 limits current through the LED to a safe value. That's R3 right there, this one. Notice how all the connections to 6 volts are shown separately, which this is the 6 volt rail I'm using, supplying power, and then your ground, universal ground. It also says to add a 100 microfarad capacitor to see what happens. I just so happen to have one. So this is where I'm supposed to put it. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Right in there. Looks good on camera and looks good with the eye. And this is what happens to it. Switched it on. So what I think is going on here is that this added capacitor needs more time to charge before it dumps the voltage into the LED. And the timer chip has, I'm not quite sure. This is my first video with the 555. So as I learn, I will pass that knowledge on to you. Something I learned also in the book is that, let's see, show you here. Well, the LED. Something I didn't know. The lead near the LED flat spot must go on pin 3 of the 555. Flat spot meaning that's the cathode, the negative side. The anode is the side that's rounded on an LED. I'm not sure. I haven't checked all the tons of LEDs that I have. I'm just going by one. The leg that's the longest is the anode. But when I get around to it, I'll check it to see if the cathode, most of my other LEDs, all have the flat spot on the negative cathode side. So anyways, just wanted to show that. Been meaning to do this video for a while, but life's been busy. So I'm going to tear this apart and build another one. See you next time.